Hello and welcome to the ESPN All-Star Pregame Show. I am here with Oliver and John, and I am Caden. So guys, what do you think about the All-Star Game tonight? What are your predictions? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I'm going to start with the American League starter Garrett Cole. His knuckle curve is really good, and he uses that a whole lot as his main breaking pitch, but his pitch is that 96 to 100 mile an hour fastball that he fires wherever he wants it. That's how he dominates hitters, and I think he could go at the National League hitters tonight for this first inning well with that.
Then I'll start with the National League pitcher, Zach Gallen. He's been the Diamondbacks' ace this year after coming off an okay year last year, and he's making his first appearance as the All-Star starter, and I think he's going to be able to mow down the American League hitters.
So, which batters do you think are going to be the most dangerous tonight in terms of, for the two leagues?
I believe Shohei Ohtani, even though he has that blister on his middle finger, I think he'll be able to do good. And then for the NL, I think, I don't know. I think Randy Arozarena is also going to be good for the AL. What do you think about the NL?
I think Goldschmidt could have a good game. He's a reserve, I believe. What's his name? Whatever. Okay.
All right. What are your guys' thoughts on, the stats? Like, who do you think is the best player in the All-Star Game currently?
Well, the best player in the All-Star game is most certainly Ohtani, but as a really good hitter who could do damage, I would take Adolis Garcia. I believe he's 270, 23 home runs, and Globe Life Field in Texas is no easy ballpark to hit home runs out of. What do you think, John?
I think probably Shohei Ohtani, just because he's shown his power this season with his 32 home runs, and I get he didn't compete in the home run derby, but that was because of a blister on his finger, and he didn't want to hurt himself for the All-Star game. So I think he's preparing for this All-Star game mentally and physically to show up and try and win MVP.
And he's doing all this with an average of 300 and an ERA of about 3.
Yeah, so I think he's probably the best player in baseball right now.
As you guys talk about Shohei Ohtani, there has to be someone to compare him to? Who do you compare him to?
No one.
Yeah, no one. But
he's his own thing.
Own thing right now. But back when Babe Ruth was playing, this was normal.
Yeah.
But not exactly. But there's multiple pitchers who did it with him. But he was the most notable and who starred at it.
Yeah, even when Ruth pitched and hit for the Red Sox, his hitting numbers and pitching numbers both weren't as good as Ohtani's.
Yeah.
His hitting never really got good until he was a Yankee, and he was only a right fielder now.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys talk about Shohei being unanimous MVP right now. So do you think he'll have any competition? And if he does have any competition, who do you think it'll be?
The only way he's not going to hit MVP is if somebody hits 62 home runs again.
I think the only way he won't get MVP is this guy's putting up insane pitching numbers and hitting numbers. The only way I don't think he'll get MVP is Aaron Judge comes back and hits 70 home runs and gets a record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's been on the IL for too long to do that though.
So I think he's the unanimous AL MVP.
All right. Any other thoughts and anything about the All-Star Game? Any predictions? Anything else?
I would take the AL, though I am a National League person, just because they've been winning it a whole lot lately. They've had the advantage in interleague play by a lot. So I would take them and their bats today because the NL really just doesn't seem to have the same fiery bats aside from Acuna.
I think the AL is going to win just because of the past 5 years. They've won it every single time. But I do think the NL could make a push with some of their younger stars. But I think the AL will win in a close game.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to ESPN Pregame All-Star, or All-Star Pregame. And I'm Caden. This is John, and this is Oliver. Thank you.